Guys, let's not kid ourselves. It's going to be ReZero. I am ready. I think. Fix the audio. Whoa. Oh yeah, I actually gotta set up chat. Ooh. 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 Hello, Jared. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Glad you're seeing you around. Is going well. Let's boot this bad boy up. Let's get the Steam controller online, shall we? Whoa! Why the fuck would you close the game? Oh my god, hold on. It didn't close the game, it minimized because it wants to do a firmware update. Plug in the Steam controller. How about you bite me? Hold on. How do you unplug the fucking cock? Okay, there we go. Hold on. It wants me to do a Steam controller update. Alright, plug my Steam controller in. Alright. I did. How do I do the Steam controller update? Are we gonna do it or like... We're just not gonna do it? Is the stream canceled? No. Hello, Partial. Welcome to the stream. Bro, turn on. Motherfucker. Alright. Wait, is Steam actually going to force me to do this update? Like, no shot, right? How do I do the update? But I don't mind doing it, but just like... Fucking God. Oh my God. Can you just... If I plug it in, let's install an important firmware update. Holy shit, it's finally doing it. No shot, controller update takes that long. Would it be a Jmulls stream if something like worked flawlessly off the gate? Like just out of the gate? Like even that sentence was messed up. Like, let's be fair here. Something had to go wrong. It's only tradition at this point. I think we're good, though. I don't know what the heck it updated. Oh, right, I remember, because Trails likes to screw up, and if you don't have the controller plugged in when you boot the game up, it doesn't like to register it. Oh, that's just great. That's just fantastic, honestly. Has the same screenshot. I swear to God, I feel like Valve won a lawsuit and like just pissed off a bunch of people. I mean, it's no surprise that people will side with Valve in like all of these lawsuits. Valve's like the one corporation that treats you kind of well when it comes to gaming. Like, even with the Steam controller, by far and away the best controller I've ever used. I love this thing so much. No shot, we're almost 11 hours into this. They just want a piece of Steam's pie. Valve's a very big company. They want a piece of that. Okay, now. Oh my god, what is it we actually have to do? Okay, item drop rates up by 20%, Sepith gain 30%, we lose 5 defense. That's not bad. That's not terrible. The girl who loves to fish, we need to get Estelle for that. That's Josetti, we've done that one. God in the Royal Family, we've done that one. That was Mueller and the other girl. Not worthy of stepping inside. Should you wish to be deemed worthy, struggle through 100 battles. Right, we need to do that one. Bring to me the dance with silver locks. Only we need Sherazade for that one. We've done that one. Okay, we need to do the star door for this one. After 100 battles. I have not heard that one, Jed. That should be an interesting one to see. Those who have not proven themselves in battle are not worthy of stepping inside. Should you wish to be deemed worthy, struggle through 100 battles, only then shall the door open. Open the gates! Throw wide the gates so that we may pass. What's going on in here now? I like how the star on the stained glass window kind of looks like a Luma. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Oh god. We're gonna start with a yap sesh. Prepare. Rip my throat. I was hoping for a little bit of dungeon grinding, but maybe we won't get that. Maybe this will be a 3-hour one. Enclosed is a report on the damage dealt to the former principality of Northumbria. Not a real place. By the Salt Pale. Hello, Joshua. Welcome to the stream. To doing these doors. Oh, fuck no. We're doing every door. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself. Also contained within is research on the Pale itself, Holy City of Ottery, Congregation for the Sacraments. We just wrote a letter. We just wrote a letter. We just wrote a letter. I wonder who it's from. Hello, Esther. Welcome to the stream. You know, the Elliot demo is available to everyone to play, Esther. You can just play the thing. I hereby present this report to you, Your Holiness, ever at the side of the goddess. They might be talking about Gabe Newell here. This report contains classified information and may only be read by those with the clearance to do so. Certain sections of the utmost secrecy have also been blacked out. Oh my god, it might be COD Black Ops now. Progression of events after the Pale's appearance. July 1st, 1178, 5:45 a.m. An urgent report came in from Halifax Cathedral in the then Principality, now estate, of Northumbria in northern Zemuria. It stated that a giant white pillar, might dick, so tall it appears to kiss the clouds, might still be that, had appeared on the outskirts of the city. Bishop Alexei, the one who sent the report, behaved as if extremely unsettled by what was happening. By urgent order of the committee, 2 Knights of the Growlsritter, the 8th Dominion, aka the Roaring Lion, this might be Xenogears Disc 2, and a squire, both of whom were working on another mission in a nearby nation, were dispatched to perform a formal investigation. That was not a whole stream to beat a boss fight. Already played the Switch 2 demo. It's a completely different demo. It's a prologue demo that carries over to the base game. They hurried to the scene via the 8th Macabre unit. Please note that the Macabres had only recently been put into use at this point. They arrived promptly. And at 6:22 a.m., this was what they saw. Dun dun dun. Nice. They found the copied city. Or that one tower from the Automata. Enclosed is a photograph of the object now known as the Salt Pail. I'm gonna call my penis that. At this point, however, it was far larger than the term pale would suggest. Well, pale would, like, indicate a color there. Shout out to whoever's writing this report. Fucking wordsmith, huh? It was more akin to a massive tower that soared hundreds of yards into the air. The two knights provided the following observation regarding the situation on their arrival. We were met with a mighty hailstorm blowing in our direction from Halifax, or so it appeared at first, till we eventually realized the storm contained not ice, but salt. Wait, that's a good point. It's salt. Again, another Xeno reference. Right? We had Macabre. Now we have Pillars of Salt. It's the Gnosis. That or it's the Macabre from Xenogears. It's like one of the two. Could be the ghost. We've already covered that. The ghost is just the Gnosis. All wraps up around into my brain rot seamlessly. You lose more hair every time you lie? What kind of Pinocchio shit? The object's surface, not Microsoft, is completely covered with salt. Like me whenever I play a difficult game, making it impossible to tell what it may actually look like underneath. The surrounding airs become powdered salt, and it falls to the ground like snow falling on a tundra. Again, when we get around to the remake for this game, can we move the fucking, like, you can move on to the next line of dialogue and move it away from the wood itself, please? Okay, thanks. The spread of that The spread of that salification process was startlingly rapid, and the affected area spread in the blink of an eye. Was there any salt in Halo in multiplayer, yeah? Whenever you got killed by someone, there's plenty of salt in the chat. Hello, Ultima. Welcome to the stream. Having a good day. No, they're not when the My ads, Ultima. Lock in. I need you to watch them 5 times in a row. And the affected area spread in the blink of an eye. By the time the Growls arrived, the entire landscape of the capital had turned to salt, and the lives of many who lived there, like the aforementioned Bishop Alexei, had already been lost. I don't think in the lore there was any, like, salt in a meaningful way. There might have been, but I just don't remember. I think Kaguya came out of that tree. I thought a Kaguya summer love is war when you said that, and I was very confused. Hello, Star. Welcome to the stream. Let's be fair, just because a game or media references Gnosticism and Christian/Jewish mysticism does not automatically make it a Xeno reference. That sounds like fucking loser talk to me, I'll have you know. Yeah? Around here, winners win. Everything's a Xeno reference. Funnily enough, so is this. So is living. So is, like, whenever you season your eggs in the morning. Xeno reference. Saga specifically. Yet the spread did not stop there. A day after the Salt Pail first appeared, a vast coniferous forest zone north of the capital crystallized and collapsed. No shit, the air was salt. Bridges also collapsed, rendering all the main highways out of the city unusable. Please note that by this point, then ruler Prince Balmund, oh god, that one sub in Final Fantasy XIV, had already fled the country to a nearby nation. Jay's never heard of the Bible. What is that, another Xeno reference? Xeno references everywhere. See, Jared gets me. If YouTube had a VIP button, Jared, I'd hit that for you. Sounds legit. You make a compelling case. Carry on. You're welcome. It's like, have me run for president. I'll have that election wrapped up in like an afternoon. Job done. I'd already fled the country to a nearby nation. 2 days passed since the Pale's appearance. By this point, roughly half the entire principality had become a sea of salt. This might be Twitter. Countless refugees had fled to the southern side of the country because the River Grieve stood between it and the affected area. Finally, 3 days after the Pale's appearance, one day we might get a PNG. The solidification process stopped at dawn of war. As a result, the knights were able to advance in the capital of Halifax with the hope of investigating the Salt Pale. Hello, Noodles. Welcome to the stream. Frelian handed the 10 Commandments to Moses. I fucking knew it. The afternoon, they finally reached it, not Halo. But what they found looked completely different from how the Pale had before when they first arrived in Northumbria. Looks like a Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail dungeon. In the center of the solidified area, they found an object that was a mere 2.5 arch in height. Its surface, not Microsoft, was no longer blanketed in salt. Rather, it looked as if something had been carved out of it. It is now believed that the Pale's mass decreased as the solidification process progressed. In its smallest state, its natural, the Pale had lost its power to turn swaths of the country to salt, but its ability to solidify was still very much intact. Anything that touched it, even for a millisecond, was instantaneously turned into salt. This is definitely Gnosis. It was of the utmost importance to handle it with care. In order to complete the mission without physical contact, the Grouse Ritter required the use of the sacred tool Gleipnir, which was delivered to them from Amazon, the high seat in Arteria. Since then, it has been kept closely sealed away deep within the high seat in Artery. Hello, FSU. Welcome to the stream. Xeno is the beginning and the end, so by extension, the Bible is referenced to Xeno. See, you guys are starting to get me. To read and understand English, oof. Still, while the recovery mission was ultimately deemed a success, the damage already caused was equally vast and significant. No damage in the surrounding nations was reported, unfortunately, but it resulted in the destruction of 3 of the 5 administrative districts of the Principality, including its capital. Looks like if I asked a Japanese artist to draw the Tower of Babel, that'd be heat, though. Over a third of the total population, along with travelers from elsewhere, lost their lives. We call it the White Death. Get it? It's a play on the Black Death. Historical reference check. This is to say nothing of the emotional damage caused. Get over it, pussy. Due to the sudden outbreak, the hearts of Northumbria's people were overwhelmed with fear and uncertainty. From a humanitarian and religious perspective, a swift, not tailored response from the Septian Church was all but necessary. The decision was made, not LeBron, to dispatch personnel to the region right away. And upon arrival, they set about rebuilding the damaged churches and healing both the physical and mental wounds of the people. And then they gave up. Those who were left orphaned in the crisis were pointed and laughed at, taken into gospel facilities where they would be cared for until adulthood, and then they would subsequently be abandoned. The northern region of the country, which had been turned entirely to salt, was placed under the church's control and used for seasoning. It has been a restricted area ever since. Pass that dude's arm when he does season a pot. Just stay away from Uldai and Limsa. Exactly, just go with like Gridania. Is this secretly Xenogears Disc 2? Funnily enough, Disc 2 had more gameplay. I like the image though. I actually don't mind like text boxes like this. Supplementary notes. After some time, the country's former leader, Prince Balmont, attempted to rebuild the government. But given that he had fled the country during its hour of need, caring only for himself and not his people, all authority he once had was gone. Dude, imagine actually believing that. The following year, the country's people led an armed uprising, and the Principality of Northumbria was no more. Eventually, elections were held and the country became a democracy, thus bringing about the birth of the autonomous state we know of now. This was also when the former Principality's armed forces were formed as a Vigilante Corps. Given the extreme poverty of the state, however, the majority of said corps considered gathering foreign currency to be of the utmost importance. This was how the large-scale Jaeger Corps, known as the Northern Jaegers, was first established. I'm kind of lost when it comes to this. I know they gave a date before, but I'm just not entirely sure how far back in time this is compared to like where we're at in the game now. This scene really needs a pendant swinging back and forth. That goes so hard. As far as the rest of Zemuria is concerned, this is where the tale of the Salt Pale ends. You could call it a crystal tower. But a number of very important questions still remain unanswered. What the fuck was the point of this? What are we talking about? When was this taking place? Perhaps the most obvious of these is whether or not the streamer has any reading comprehension. The answer is probably no, where it came from. Despite the considerable size of the object, and that it appears in the outskirts of a populated city, no information is available regarding the moment it first appeared. The most popular theory, not a game theory, is that its appearance was due to something akin to spatial translocation. But no hard evidence exists to support this, only flaccid, or any other theory. Insert MatPat here. Of more importance, however, is its positioning, in the teachings of the Septian Church. The Pale is clearly different in nature to artifacts and appeared to be a more fundamental manifestation of the goddess's power of creation, committee report. Trails really could just be a separate dimension in Xeno. That's what I'm saying. Just saying. With the limits of our knowledge at present, this is as far as we can get to the truth. Not Persona. There are some who have proposed it may be one of the Septarians, but no evidence has been found in legend or scripture to support this belief. Go to AO3. Nevertheless, these questions and many others need answering, and the Congregation of the Sacraments continues to study the Salt Pale to this very day. The most accepted proposal comes from those who believe the Pale should be seen as nothing more than a gift from Aidios, and they continue to consider various means for her church to make good use of it. We got a pen. Salt Paling Bolt. This might be a snipe from ReZero Season 4. The most realistic of these plans is using it in the manufacture of a sacred tool, used for execution. Parts of the Pale are cut away using a high-pressure water and then surrounded with a cylinder made from salt crystal. This is totally not the plot that Final Fantasy XIV ever called, by the way, allowing them to be fired directly into the target without requiring the user to make direct contact. Again, kind of looks like that thing in the middle of the Colossi. Should the bolt make successful contact with the human target, their whole body would turn to salt, killing them in mere seconds. There are no means for reversing or stopping the process. Oh, is that like what we did to that one guy at the end of the second chapter? What we did to, like, Roswell? This approach does not come without flaws. It seems unwise to be careless with an object we still do not understand the true nature of, for one thing. There are also humanitarian concerns with executing someone in this manner, if we're Perseus. Still, it does bear mentioning that, should there ever be a case where a target needs to be eliminated without fail, this would be the most surefire way to carry it out. I'd be spamming that thing. For reference, Trails in the Sky 3 takes place in the year 1203. Salt Pale occurred in year 1178, 25 years from the present day in game. Thank you, FSU. I appreciate you infinitely. We'll never be free of Xeno brain rot. Absolutely, Ultima. I assume SMT and Persona all take place before humanity discovers the Zohar? Absolutely. It should go without saying that research on it is intended to continue into the future. Appendix regarding the aforementioned sacred tool. Sure. Redacted. Trial use of the dragon begins with the sacred tool. Top secret, work only. Permission granted to use in the execution of insert jabroni here. Used in the execution of some dumbass fired from bowgun. Oh, that's definitely the Roswell guy whose name I forgot. From the end of last game, because Kevin just, like, iced that guy. Results were extremely favorable. No damage was caused to the surrounding area. I like how we just used, like, an untested weapon on the guy. Yeah, Weissman. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you count, like, the asterisks there, that's just, like, Weissman, like, blanked out. Results were extremely favorable. No damage was caused to the surrounding area. The target was also successfully erased. I better get that as an ability. Appendix. About the target. The target, something Weissman, was orphaned by the Salt Pale when it first appeared. A brief history of Dumbass is as follows. S. 1180. Joins the Septian Church. 1185. Joins the Congregation for the Sacraments as an official. 1190. Promoted to bishop. declared a heretic in 1195, and excommunicated from the church. Dude, I think that's Weissman's origin story. Side story. The Salt Pail. Finished. Kevin's like an inquisitor or something. No, yeah, he's basically like lost and found for like these artifacts of immense power. Old artifacts, funnily enough. So he goes around just collecting them for the church. Because basically the church called dibs on all of them. So all the countries have to like hand them over to the church. So long as they like have power. If they're just like unpowered and they're just like basically glorified paperweights, then the country can like claim them. But if they have power, the church just grabs them. And also Kevin is like ranked as one of the most powerful people in the church. So when the church needs somebody, they send people like Kevin out, which is what they did to Weissman at the end of the last game. Weissman was being an asshole, so the church was just like, we don't need you in this world. Boom. Here's an experimental weapon shot from his crossbow into you that turns you into a pillar of salt. We don't know if it'll kill you quickly, but we'll find out together. Also, speaking of peak, I'm not over this S-break. Get him, Reese. This is still my favorite animation in the entire series so far. When we get a remake of this, I need this one animated. It's so dang cool. Go, Valkyrie! Kevin became my favorite character for killing Weissman. You're so real for that. I didn't even realize those guys self-destruct. Hot Nuns for the win. Sounds like an AC/DC song. We fight the church. Well, apparently, the series is like supposed to end or have its final game in like 2032. Like the year. I don't know if they've ever gotten to the church yet. This one's cool as well. Black hole!
That was the sword of Vander.
Just summon 12 Valkyries that all attack the enemy. That'd be awesome. That'd just have to be like a later S-break you unlock. Churches have always had their internal strife. Look, I'm just saying, make me Pope. I'll call a crusade. I don't know what for, but I feel like it would just be fun to call a crusade. Also, crusade just sounds cool. This is how I do foreign policy. It would just be ruler cool and like what sounds cool and fun. My apology, didn't know you would chill like that. Exactly. We all thought Kevin was a goober. Turned out he was, but he was also a cool goober. Now, we were supposed to do something. I don't think it was just like, go to the North Block, was it? Bitch. Don't blow up on me. Crusade to liberate Rare from Microsoft. Crusade to liberate Halo. We gotta fix Halo. I did find a mod, and by find a mod, I mean I was recommended a hidden Xperia video that came out today from YouTube. That looked like it addressed a lot of my issues with Halo 4, so I kind of want to play that. I like how there's a white light there, you just can't do anything with it. Can we do anything in the Calvert Embassy?
Let's end this.
Kablammy! Good crit.
Was the sword of Vander.
Alright, what's in here? Jack with a side of shit. Got it. I think we've already explored, like, the entire city. Just a matter of go through the blue doors we unlocked last time. Bruh. 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 Bruh.
Justice must always prevail.
Modders give the game 100% more life. That's the thing with like PC. It's like it feels intimidating, and then you get into it, and then you realize, oh, there's a reason Valve's on top of the world. They make shit just so simple. Which studio would you trust with Halo? See, that's a very interesting question because, funnily enough, it's not Bungie. As we've covered this week. Christ. Legit, I don't know what multiplayer studio right now I actually do trust. I don't really like any multiplayer game right now that's not an MMO. It's like, maybe I would trust id. Because, like, they do good Doom games. Like, maybe id. The royal family and the blade that serves the Imperial House. Oh, okay, we already did this one. Yeah, I can only think of id. There's not really another, like, FPS studio that I like right now. Maybe Capcom could do a good one. It would be very different, but, like, maybe they could do it. Bethesda, BioWare, Blizzard, Bungie, all used to be great and have gone to shit. Well, the funny thing with, like, Blizzard is, like, nowadays, they're, like, hit or miss. Apparently, they've been doing really good stuff with, like, Diablo 4. Post-release. Important distinction there. Motherfucker.
Let's end this.
And apparently, like, Overwatch is in a better state than what it used to be. But it's like they still fuck up WoW.
That was the sword of...
Mainly the story, but yeah, I don't really trust Bethesda, BioWare, Bungie right now myself. Just like a cascade of fuck-ups across the board.
Oh, pitiful soul.
I like how the cutscenes are either 10 minutes or 1 hour plus yap sessions, no in between. Apparently there's a 3-hour one later on in this game. Hello, John. Welcome to the stream.
That was the sword of Vandal.
Yeah, that's what I want to see out of Halo. It's like, I want them to milk the IP. Like, I genuinely do. I want to see a bunch of different spin-offs. Like, that'd be so cool. I want another ODST game, man.
Let's end this.
Damn it. Come on, please kill him. Bungie is so cooked. They are. It's such a shame because, like, they still get a lot of the fundamentals right. It's like Bungie gunplay is still, like, on top of the world. It's really damn good. When they need to make a set piece, they do very good. It's just like they fuck everything else up, and it's, like, baffling. Because, like, normally I tend to find when you have, like, a studio that is, like, severely compromised for whatever reason, when they have a massive fuck up, it infects like every other element of the game to some degree. But like when it comes to Bungie, it feels like they have a core group of people that know what the fuck they're doing and are really good at what they do. But like they're dragged down like a boat anchor by a bunch of like other elements. Hold up, what did Bungie do now? They basically killed Destiny 2. They basically just said, yeah, Destiny 2, we're not gonna do more updates for this thing. Like, this is it. We're gonna focus on other projects. Marathon! Imagine if Ubisoft got a hold of Halo. I think I would rather drag my balls across a cheese grater that stretches the length of the Sahara in the summer sun. Okay. We're supposed to go somewhere that we unlocked. I'm just trying to remember where it is that we unlocked. Go and release whoever's inside. They're banning the Golden Goose. Yeah, and also, by the way, reports are out that they're not even working on Destiny 3. How good it felt using it. It's like, I kept trying to get into Destiny so many times over the years because their gunplay was so damn fun. Like, I would sometimes just play the free trial of Destiny 2 and just do, like, basically world quests just so I could use the gunplay because it felt that damn good. Like a decade old. I think it came out like 2020, didn't it? Destiny 1 was a while back.
That was the sword of Ben.
I mean, I feel like what pissed a lot of people off wasn't necessarily that they're killing Destiny 2. It was essentially the confirmation from reports saying they're not even working on Destiny 3. Because people have wanted Destiny 3 for a while. Hello, Holy Fire. Welcome to the stream. Different company, but I'm going to die laughing the next Halo remake trailer is ass. I mean, I think it's gonna be fine. It'll probably be better than, like, Combat Evolved Anniversary. That's not a high bar. That's like saying at least you didn't, like... That's like saying at least you didn't rob a bank. It's like, yeah, okay, sure, but, like, not preferable. We don't have the highest bar here. It's like every time I look at the Halo campaign Evolved, like, gameplay more and more, the more I'm just like, what are we doing?
Not bad.
Because, like, the issues are obvious to anyone that looks at it for more than, like, 20 minutes. How did these get off the production ground room floor? How are we, like, 16 years post-Bungie and we're still fucking up? Let's say 15 years. How? This is a case study in fucking stupidity.
There is nothing my sword.
Especially for a game like Combat Evolved, which has been dissected so heavily over the years. How on the third attempt do you fuck this up? It's impressive, honestly. Like, it impresses me just how incompetent some of these people are. Favorite cookie. My favorite cookie is chocolate chip or peanut butter chip. Those are always good.
Justice must always prevail.
Warlock was fun. I like playing as like Titan. And there was like a build you could go where you could just like throw down like a freaking sun hammer. It was so cool. Oatmeal Raisin's a good one. It sounds like it should be shit, but it's pretty good.
Let's end this.
That worked up an appetite.
With dual maulers, look, dual maulers can get the job done. People overstate just like how bad like some Bungie era weapon balancing is. It's like you can get the job done with like a lot of things. It's just on legendary. Yeah, you kind of just want plasma pistol BR for anything that resembles an elite. When will the state of play bingo card be made? Here's a better question. When's the state of play again? Did I put that in my calendar? Oh, it's on the 2nd. Oh, sick. My new mic should be here by then. Awesome. We'll go live a little bit before the state of play. I won't like exaggerate. My hopes and expectations for the state of play are like fucking non-existent. I'm kind of mentally clocked out on Sony. Not entirely, like they could always surprise me. They still have quite a few IPs that I care about. It's just they don't really do much with them.
All right, what's next?
Do you mean Halo 3 like a different game, like Halo 4 partial? Named Starlight, nice. If they could just like make a consistently good Destiny game, like that could legit be on top of the world. Because like the world of Destiny, in a lot of ways, I think tickles the same like spots that people like out of Star Wars, where it feels like a fantasy story and a fantasy world in a sci-fi setting. Oh, are you talking about like Truth? Yeah, I think the Truth, like, I have some story issues with Halo 3. Truth is one of them, and like the pacing of the first half is another one. I just love the gameplay loop of Halo 3 so much it makes up for it, but I do think Halo 2 is the best story in the franchise. Then probably Reach.
I was not prepared.
I love Reach. Reach has some issues though, don't get me wrong, it just pros outweigh the cons. It's like, for me, it's not hard to please me, and I can overlook a lot of bad things in a game, so long as the things that please me are there. I mean, heck, there's a reason Xenoblade 2 is one of my favorite games of all time, despite the fact of all the Xeno games, it's easily the one I can write the longest list of complaints for. Sci-fi fantasy, yeah, you can word it like that too. It just works so well. Like, magic systems in a sci-fi universe are just so damn cool. Sony does not give a shit about its older IP. Yeah, it's like the Sony single-player game, and like the third-person cinematic adventure game. I used to like them. Like, I used to like the God of War remake, not remakes, but the Norse ones, and all that. It's like I was a fan of those. I'm kind of just done with them. Wolverine doesn't do anything to me. I can't be asked about that game. I think it looks fine. I'm not going to say it's a bad game or anything, but it doesn't excite me at all. It's like, funnily enough, the biggest takeaway I've had with like the reports that they're pulling their single-player games from PC in the future. Not pull, but like not gonna port them to PC in the future. My biggest takeaway was, oh, thank God I don't have to scroll past them on Steam anymore. Of coping with Bloodborne, yeah. I want to be excited by Dustbloods. I just really do not like this direction that, like, FromSoft is seemingly going in. I'm willing to hear them out. Maybe it's just these are a couple of passion projects from, like, some smaller teams within them, and they're truly working on some kind of, really cool, like, new not first person, but, like, new single-player game. I'm really hoping that is the case. There were those leaks about that pirate game, which sounds kind of cool. But man, these like multiplayer games don't do anything to me.
All right, what's next?
I almost need an OG Destiny soundtrack. If you want a great couple of songs to listen to, Star, look up Miracle of Sound on YouTube and look for his Destiny songs. He did 2 really good ones, one for each game. Well, funnily enough, I'm PC first and foremost, don't get me wrong, right? Of the modern consoles, the Switch 2 is my favorite. Where are we now? 100% positive this is the Grand Arena. It's used for all kinds of events in Libro, like martial arts tournaments and stuff. Indeed. Zin and Estelle, Olivier, and Joshua won last year's. There's yet to be one held this year, though, for a number of reasons. Oh, really? Plot-wise. Regardless, it feels as though something is lying in wait for us in here like a boss fight. We should proceed with caution. Agreed. Backwards compatibility with Switch 1. That and like the Switch 2 games that have come out, I've been kind of interested in. I still love Donkey Kong Bonanza. It's like I still kind of hold to the idea that's probably my favorite 3D platformer that's not named Sly Koopa, if we count Sly Koopa. I loved Bonanza, probably more than most. Oh? Bring to me the fists of steel which nothing in this world can move. Only then shall the door open. We need Zen for that. Okay. That's a Zen door. Oh my god, a Halo RPG could be cool, though I am kind of glad that Halo MMO from way back when never went anywhere. Once I finish Akami, Sly Koopa is just such a fun series. Well, I love Donkey Kong Bonanza. Mario Kart World has been my favorite Mario Kart since Double Dash. What else? I like Tomodachi Life, but I only play the demo. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Well, we made it to the arena. This is where some enemies show up out of nowhere for us to fight, isn't it? Wow, kind of spot on. Now look what you've done. It's just a coincidence, I swear. Me and my big mouth, not the show. I feel like I've been set up for something. Assigning blame can wait until later. Here they come! Destiny did not deserve this. I agree. It's just incompetence at the highest level.
I hold in my hand the chalice of holiest of life.
When Activision was running Bungie? Yep, those days. Oh god.
That was the sword of Vander.
Nice. More? Well, defeat as many as we have to. Glad I wasted my S-Pricks there. Go with attack orders. So far, so good. Heal him up. Get rid of him. That's huge. I can give them CP. Huge. I bullied that guy. Yeah, I've seen good things about the new Lego game. It's kind of cool to know that no matter what, Lego will provide. Even though they're not like really my cup of tea anymore. Boom.
All right, what's next?
Level 104. Still can't get over a nun with a great sword. That is hard as fuck. It's not even just a great sword, Noodles. It's also a whip sword. It's so cool. And next foe seems to be quite large too. Pause. Might be me. Boss fight! What in the... Look at that thing. Is that an armored horseman? What in the ReZero? Seems to be just like the one Estelle's crew beat under Gen S. And not to jinx us, but this is probably going to be the last one. So let's finish this. Glad I saved my CP.
Strike is one!
Huh. Okay, we need to get rid of some guys here.
Upon the gold
Those guys AoE when you kill them. Hello, Kabuki. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day. Okay, good. Get rid of the ads that have modded them. Good. Oof. I can heal us up, though. Thank God for Kevin. Wow. Okay, Vanda's getting his ass bait. My favorite trail sensei has guns and a great sword. We talking about Reen? Or whatever his name is from Cold Steel? I've heard of him. 10,000 with women and great swords. Doesn't this game series become like a dating sim later on? We'll lock in for that, don't worry. That's not concern, that's me realizing we're gonna have content. Yeah, I'm talking content. Clip farming the likes of which you'll never see. Again. Okay, not good. Okay, good. Give everyone a block. The amount of aura these characters must feel fighting this thing. Look how tall it is, too. They're fighting an Elden Ring fight. Damn it. Just whittle him down. Just whittle him down. That's what I'm looking for. Go. Hit him with the triangle. Let's go. Now I gotta deal with this other guy. Beautiful.
Pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
637. It's 6-7 with a 3 in the middle. Ah. And I have Josetti supporting, so I get even more Sepith at the end. Beautiful. And more loot. As in dating sim mechanics, like I said, we'll lock in. Rome wasn't built in a day. We'll have the waifu wars, don't worry. He left behind a stone. It'll be like Baldur's Gate again. For those who remember. And for those who come after. Any particular games y'all want to reveal the upcoming game? Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, for the love of God, please. I would like a trailer and also a name. Is this a prize for winning? Only the best for the champions. Whoever set this up sure put a lot of effort into making it feel like a proper tournament. How dedicated of them. Well, congrats, gang. We've found a 5th stealing stone. Let's head back and see who's inside. Indeed. Who are we gonna get? Cold Steel will be very brutal in terms. Look, it'll be like Chatter versus Chatter. It's legit gonna be like Captain America's Civil War, whatever in here. Houndoom! Oh my god, Mula had a better sword this entire time. Alright, back to the base area. Hermit's Garden! I remember the Panem days. Oh god, yeah. To be fair, that one's kind of one-sided. I feel like everyone went with Panem. Unleash the Sealing Stone! Hello, no originality. Welcome to the stream. It's Kevin's Bizarre Adventures. Who are we gonna get? Give me Estelle. I want to do another minigame. I want to do the fishing minigame. Give me Estelle. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, so that opens up the castle. Gimme. Oh, that looks like... So even he ended up in here. Fuck! So one of the stars of the show make his grand appearance. This is someone you know too? No is an understatement. Wait, it might be Olivier. He's everyone's favorite black-haired prince. Brother who? Prince my ass! He's not a prince! What are we yapping about? Bro, I thought it was gonna be like someone else. You give me Joshua without Estelle. That's like giving me a spoon without ice cream. Like, what are we talking about here? What is this fit, Joshua? I did not dress you like this. Estelle, get down, simp. What? Joshua! Oh god, Josettity's happy. Joshua! Josettity. Tita. It was all a dream! Or some kind of illusory tactic meant to disorient me. Just you to get right to the theorizing. Sorry, but this ain't no dream or illusion for that matter. I'm surprised to find so many of you here. It's almost like this is the plot of the game. Mind telling me exactly what the situation we found ourselves in? Is? Guess that wasn't enough to convince you this is all actually happening, huh? What happened? We found a gotcha stone after beating a boss, so we opened it up and we got Joshua out of it. We basically teleported him to this weird dimension. Joshua has to have new drip every game. Oh, I see what this simp has done, by the way. Look at his shoulder pad. That's the same color as Estelle's. I see what this simp did. Oh, not at all. Consider me convinced. While the idea of this being an illusion seemed initially plausible, the existence of your companion over there made it quite unlikely. Me? Correct. Am I right in assuming that you're a member of the Grouse Ritter? You can tell? Yeah, the habit kind of gave it away. Well, you're with Kevin and use a Templar sword to fight. Safe enough assumption on my part. My name is Joshua. Incidentally, Joshua Bright. Rhea Sargent, I'm a squire. We got a 5-star poll. Since we're on the subject, I'm curious how you came to be familiar with us and our organization. But wait a second, Joshua, I'm finally alone with you. Why does her being there prove this is an illusion? Is me being here not proof enough for you? Oh, you know, I don't think I've ever seen you with that visor on before, have I? Does that have to do with that delivery company you mentioned running a while back? It suits you. Girl's never gonna take it off now. Yeah, that's it. We're doing awesome for ourselves these days, too. But you didn't answer my question, asshole. Surely you can tell just by looking at me that I'm the real thing. Generally, when you're in an illusion, the other people who appear in it are people you're familiar with. That reason being is they draw on and utilize knowledge the victim has within in order to create the world. The genjutsu. I've met the rest of you, but Reese is a complete stranger. And not any complete stranger, an unusual one too. So she may not prove for certain that this isn't an illusion, but she does make it seem rather unlikely. Facts and logic. I think I get what you're saying. Don't make a YouTube compilation with this. Maybe. Basically, the reason I don't prove this isn't an illusion is because we're so close. Pause. Well, you could put it that way, I guess, if you're weird. Okay, fine by me. Hey, loser. Anyway, it's so good to see you again, Joshua. Adding asshole really necessary? Yes. I'm glad to see you looking well, too. You've grown a bit in this past half year, haven't you? Huh, you noticed. I'm surprised to see you got caught up in all this, though. Must have been a real surprise to find yourself here all of a sudden. Yeah, it still doesn't feel completely real to me even after all this time, to be honest. Alright. You don't know where Estelle could be, do you? Gone with the wind. I wish I did. That said, I'm sure she was surrounded by the same white light that I was. I'd say the odds are fairly high that she's somewhere in Phantasma like us. That is not how you pronounce that. Actually, where were you before you ended up here anyway? Your last letter said you were in Arabonia. Why are you in that peasant hole? Oh no, not anymore. We're over in Crossbill at the moment. We gotta get ready for the next arc. Or were, with the situation as it is now. Oh, this sounds like foreshadowing, really? We were flying over there before I ended up here too. Gee, I wonder what characters we're gonna run into the next game, a couple. You were? I wonder if there's anything to that. It's relatively close to Liberals, so that may have something to do with it. I myself was in Erebonia, no one asked, but I was in the town closest to the border with Liberal. Alright. I have a question for you, Father Graham. Supposing that we assume all of this was caused by an incredibly powerful artifact, do you think such a thing would be able to exert its influence as far as Crossbell upon Bajan? I seriously doubt it. The only thing I can think of that was able to affect that wide an area was the Areola's orbital shutdown phenomenon. Kind of like Josidity. Yeah, I like her too. She's fun. That actually did reach the southern end of Erebonia. I see. So it would need to be something as powerful as one of the Septarians then. Although, speaking of which, is the Areola itself still unaccounted for? You can't mean this to look at the Areola. Oh god, not again. I don't think we should rule out the possibility, Tita. But even if we assume the Areola is involved in some way, that wouldn't answer most of the questions we want answers to. Indeed. Such as who our enemies are, or how Grancel ended up filled with fiends and magic barriers. Or how we ended up facing actual embodiments of devils from church scripture, or the presence of the higher elements. Oh god, I'm caught up in that? Yeah, Josh, you're in here with us now. Until we have a game theory that can explain all of those mysteries, we should probably refrain from jumping to conclusions. I would have to agree. Still, that being the case, I'd like to propose we focus on working out what happened in Grancel first and foremost. My thoughts exactly. Noodles, I legit wasn't expecting it to be basically a visual novel. I thought it was gonna be like a horse girl racing simulator. It kind of wasn't. It was just a V. It was a vignette. I was like not prepared for that. My thoughts exactly. I know you're probably worried about Estelle right now, but would you be up for helping us? That was my intention from the beginning. Can't very well turn my back on friends in need, for one thing. Besides, I think I'll find her a lot faster by helping out rather than sitting in here worrying. I hope we do. Well, I'll be glad to have you with us at least. And I'm here too. Have you not seen Jay's pulls in Uma? Were my pulls really that good? I mean, I did get like, what was it? 3 stars? That's why I wanted to hear. Cheers, man. As soon as we're ready, we should make our way back to the capital. I expect something will have changed there as a result of us releasing Joshua from his stone. Right. We might need to do another Uma stream because like I legit wasn't expecting to be so like visual novel focused. I think I was off my game because of that. I gotta put Joshua in his body. Oh, the bundle launch it into. What a fucking scrub. We need the Summer Estelle pull. I like how they're all just like huddled around here. I'm so glad we're able to set Joshua free from his stone. I really missed him. I'm worried we haven't found Estelle yet, though. Sounds like she's probably in one of them somewhere, too, after all. Hope we can find her soon. Oh, and Olivia's too, of course. Damn. Huh? Oh, there's no need to say that just because I'm here. Aw. That idiot's probably prepared for far worse than being sealed in a stone. If anything, it might even do him some good. You kept pulling Halo. Well, oh god, I remember that. Well, getting stuck here comes with its perks, at least. I can deal with weird if Joshua's here to experience it with me. Damn. Say, you want to go walk around Bizarro Grancel later? Just the two of us? I see that you have a knack for looking on the bright side. Get it? Joshua Bright. Hey, Kevin. Gone over the whole area, but I can't find any traps at all. It's still possible there may be varieties I'm not aware of, but I think it's safe to conclude that this area is free of them for now. We had to look around ourselves and reach the same conclusion. It's only this area that's safe, though. Take one step outside and there's baddies around every corner. Damn, there's baddies around there? Alright, guys, we have to go outside. Oh, God. Woods change, as the years go on, huh? For now, it's probably for the best if we don't act alone. Well, it's like we got to like the back end of the stream for like Uma Musume. I'm like, I want to get in because I wasn't expecting the stream to go on for too much longer. So I'm like, I want to get another like horse race or something, but it just like wouldn't come. I was not expecting it to be like so VN focused. It looked like a chill, fun time though. I just got to like reorient my expectations with it. To the Uma Mole stream. How my streaming schedule looking like right now? It's mostly just this. I also want to get a Halo 4 stream in because there's a mod that apparently like fixes most of my issues with Halo 4 and I want to try it out. But I don't know what the other game we're gonna do until like Elliot comes out as. That's what I'm still trying to decide. Molly will be banished to play Halo 5 forever. Don't put that evil on me.
Let's end this.
Boom.
Not bad.
I was thinking of doing Tales of Arise, but I'm not sure. I want to get back into Tales, because Tales of Arise was the first game I ever streamed, but I never finished it. Or got that far into it. Halo 5 can't be that bad. I still remember when people doubted me on that. That will still always be one of the funniest arcs we've had on stream, where I was telling people for years, or for like a long while, how bad Halo 5 was. Most of my chat didn't believe me. We played Halo 5 in one stream, and then people were like, it's even worse than you let it on to be. Someone really knows how to give people a scare. This seems to be quite an old castle, so it's certainly fitting to something like this. I personally dock points, for overdoing the theatrics, however. Can't bear to stand outside here a moment longer. We should make our way inside at once. We should. Alright, let's do this. I mean, I kind of like typical anime humor. Like what we're kind of setting up between the two main characters. Like that anime rom-com stuff. That's like kind of right up my alley. So I imagine we're going to really like Tales of Arise. Please don't play the release of Elliot in hard mode. Most of my deaths yesterday were just because I played the game way too late and was very tired and got too, like, rushed. As we expected, there doesn't seem to be anyone inside here at all. We're not alone, though. Be careful, they are gathering. Also, I just need to learn how to use my shield. Or, not how to use my shield, just actually use it. Here comes the welcoming party. Oh, goddess, grant peace to these poor lost souls. Banshee! Oh, no. Bruh. How they fumbled Halo? Yeah, it's a skill.
Let's end this.
Boom. Well, isn't there also like a DLC for Tales of Arise or something? Yeah, actually, I know there definitely is.
Goddess, my thanks to thee.
Heard the Halo War games were good. Yeah, they're pretty good. This wasn't what I wanted to find. Where's everyone gone? Yeah, Halo Wars was a good series. I don't know, but we should start looking right away. Even if no one's here, we might be able to find some kind of clue as to where they are now. Can only hope so. In particular, we should focus our search in the throne room, royal guard room, royal keep, and the sealed area. Those seem the most likely areas to house clues. We got to do a comb over. How many chests could a chest check a check if a chest checker could check chests? Thanks for putting that one in there. Localize the strike again, asshole. Kind of embarrass me on stream.
Let's end this.
No shot, we missed that one guy.
That was the sword of Vander.
And played watch so much. I can understand that. Oh my god, they put one of these here. Thank you, Lord. I'm kind of easy to please when it comes to romance stories. Just give me a happy ending and I'm kind of fine with it. They're like Hershey bars to me. It's like, I'm not going to get upset by them. Unless you like throw a log of shit in there for some reason, you know? Alright, there gotta be like a chest down here or something. Mine. Bro. If you had a good meal and you pause, got your weapons polished, taken a bath? No, you haven't taken a bath. Damn. I take showers, not baths. Stay clean out there, you know? Well, actually, I was also kind of deciding if I should probably do a Final Fantasy game. Because we haven't done one in a while. I'm kind of torn between doing 8 or 13. In an infinite number of parallel universes, I have more treasure to give to you. Not in this one, though. Damn. Because I always hear strong opinions about 13 one way or the other, but I've never played it for myself, and I kind of want to be able to form my own opinion. But I've also never beaten 8.
Let's end this.
Oh, pitiful souls, may you rest in peace.
Need a third Space Marine faction? Always. You always need more Ultramarines. You'll take your blue men and you'll like them. Guess there's nothing else down here. I've already played through most of 10, like legit, besides the final boss. So it's not like it would be new to me. Queenly Cookie found a scrap of paper with a recipe written on it. Nice. 13 for low. Crumb of that Final Fantasy that have Kefka in it, please. I've played Final Fantasy 6 a long time ago. There's a nice chest. Pause. There's also a haiku. Chest, 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 chest. I've already played 9. I played 9 with Mogri mod. 9 with Mogri mod is unironically one of my favorites. I shall await your answer at midnight. From my heart to yours, Jubilee. Is that the chicken place? Shield 2? What were you hoping to find? One of the Septarians? Yes, actually. Let a man dream. Is Final Fantasy 13 just like a regular Final Fantasy game in terms of length, like 40 hours or so? Final Fantasy 15 again because it would be funny. The ultra lol. What if we play the game for a third time? Though, to be fair, that's kind of what I've done with the remake. Well, the thing is, like, before Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 comes out, I want to do a playthrough of the original FF7 with mods. Hello, Gloria. Welcome to the stream. Good for you. 15 with all the DLCs. We've kind of done that.
Let's end this.
Boom. You know, the funny thing is, we kind of need to play Xenosaga 1 again. I think before I start another game, we're going to beat Xenoblade X again. Because we only have, like, the 2 main chapters left. But unless we want to do chapter 13 again. Which, I mean, we might. But then we'll be back in, like, just 100% mode for that series. Until they do, like, Xenoblade 2 Definitive Edition, possibly. Who knows? Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
I'm sorry.
I need to get more revives. Bruh.
That was the sword of Bender.
13 isn't even fun to laugh at. I feel like we could come up with a way. Imagine we played 13 and I ended up loving it. Like, what would that timeline look like where I become a Final Fantasy 13 defender? Play Jade Empire.
Let's end this.
Kablammy!
Justice must always prevail.
And there's only 2 cast members to really deal with. Damn. Huh. So I find not much in these rooms.
Upon the golden wings of Saturn,
Like what I saw. I've seen a few like set pieces from Final Fantasy 13. The game looks pretty. I think I've heard a couple of songs. Not in like full or anything, like snippets, and they sounded good. I'd unsub for 5 minutes, damn.
for the sake of my master.
Pause. I swear I know her VO from somewhere. 13's OST is amazing. I mean, Square Enix normally nails OSTs. At best, most choose to describe its features in simple terms. A dark cherry red wood framed, the steel that was painstakingly etched end to end with flore. The crazy Chocobo song alone. Maybe we need a lock-in. I mean, theoretically, it shouldn't take us that long to beat a Final Fantasy game, right? How much side content, realistically, do you have to do in 13? Could I just, like, beeline the main story in, like, 20 hours or so? I mean, I do some side content if I was enjoying it, but still. Like, worst-case scenario-wise, you know? Final Fantasy... I don't like Final Fantasy 12. It's my least favorite one that I've played. Balthier was fine, but he's just Han Solo. I do appreciate the fact they replaced Chewbacca with, like, a bunny, go with a fat ass. Like, I can appreciate that. But it's not enough to save the game for me. I still I still really wish the MC for 12 was Ash. the anime boy for 12 was just like completely unnecessary to me.
There is nothing my sword cannot cut.
13 side content hard that's gonna be all in the last 70% of the game. So you mean like just not the first 30%? Side content, you're funny, Baldman. So there's just like, so I'm either being like told there's like fuckloads of side content you have to do, or like none. It's like one of the two like indication I'm getting from this. Yeah, Vieira on like Final Fantasy 14 as well. Final Fantasy 14 on top, by the way. We might have to do a Final Fantasy 14 stream, not in the far future, because I kind of need to do Cosmic Exploration.
Justice must always prevail.
But I've never made it that far in 13. Last 30% I just woke up. Hey, don't worry. I suffer that issue a lot myself. Is gonna have absolutely no side content. That can be kind of fine. Until like halfway to end game point. So like halfway through the game, there's a crab in there. You stole its home, you monster. So is 13 kind of like 8? We just don't have to grind. Maybe we could bash out a 13 playthrough. Maybe that'd be fine. Oh my god, thank Christ. She gets AoE. Jeez, that goes on for a while. God, it does like no damage.
Let's end this. All right, what's next?
Look, how about this? If you can't beat Final Fantasy 13, I'll play it for you. That way, you can lop on Twitter that you have played it because you've seen someone play it. Think about it. Think about it. "13 is more like 10 when it's on rails." I'm fine with that. No charm nose in 10 whatsoever.
There is nothing my sword.
I mean, there's a world where I could enjoy 13 more than 10. There's a world that exists where that could happen, mainly because I just don't like the ending to 10. Like, the big plot twist to 10 kind of kills it for me. 13 lop. In the Disney Pooh's 1,000 Acre Woods linear ride. Oh god. Eek! Stay away! Stay away! That was a human's voice, wasn't it? No, the bunny rabbit. There's still someone safe here. We should hurry and find them right away. Yeah, X has a really good world, I agree. I loved X just until the ending. Bring to me the boy with eyes of amber and the princess with an indomitable will. Only then shall the door open. So I need Chloe and I need Joshua. Yeah, I need Chloe and Joshua.
There is nothing my sword.
God, the Xanakin theme song is so damn good. There was like a theme you could get for the PS4. Oh, good. He's back. I'm so glad I gave him the Gilbert Godfrey voice. A Godfrey voice, whatever. Thought he was going to be a guy we saw for 4 minutes back in the first game. Turned out to be a recurring character, huh? What did I do to deserve this? Exist. Stay back. Don't come any closer, please. What is this curious spectacle? Crap, I'd forgotten all about him. So had I. Suppose it's no surprise he ended up here, however. Sucks to admit, but you're right. And it sucks even more because I got this whole ass song in my ear now. I want to ask him, and the only way I'm getting him out is to bail him out. We can't run with a crossbow like that. Get away from him! Be unable to leave behind your attachment to this world, allow us to help you. But what are you guys? I mean, what are you wonderful angelic model human beings doing here? Save the sweet talking for later. First, we need to take these things out. Just stay there, actually step close to them. They have self-destruct. Bruh.
Let's end this.
He's like a French character in Squeakaden. God, I wish I knew what that reference was, but that's funny. Flaky potato, yummy. Worst bum with the worst OST in the series. This song's fine, I like it. Speaking of, remember the Xanakin theme you could get for like the PS4? Because the Final Fantasy X theme, God, remember when consoles had like themes for each game? That was so good. I'm alive! Thank you so much, you saved! Oh no. Now it's time for you to answer some questions for us. Is there anything you'd like to ask him, Captain? As it so happens, yes. How exactly did you come to be in here, Gilbert, I believe? Do you know anything regarding how the capital came to be this way? No, I don't. I just woke up and found myself at the port here. I don't know why or how. I went into town, but there was no one there, just a bunch of weird armored knights. I started running away from them, and next thing I knew, I found myself in the castle. So you were sent to a different place than us, huh? You bet the city had already gone weird by the time you woke up. I was kind of banking on you witnessing whatever happened here. Well, to boo-hoo for you! What should we do with him, Kevin? I can kill him right now. Drop his body in the river, they'll never find it. Disarm him and tie him up? It's fine, he's not worth the trouble. He didn't seem to know anything worthwhile, and he'd just get in our way, to be honest. I suppose that's true. Well, that's all the business we have with you. Kindly remove yourself from our sight, damn. That was cold-blooded. Think you can make me out to be some kind of useless fop, do you? Shudder the word fop, even I'm not familiar with that one. Oh, well, you'll regret this. When I find a way out of this place, you're gonna be begging me to share it with you, but I won't. You can wander here lost for all eternity for all I care, Baka. Just a speed demon. What a nuisance mood. I hope leaving him on his own doesn't go causing more trouble for us in the long run. Tell me, Mueller, was that the face of a guy who's capable of wreaking major havoc? I'm sure he'll be fine enough to stay out of our hair. And before. I believe we've wasted enough of our time on him. I like Reese. We should resume exploring the castle. Anime tropes, my beloved. It's a comfortable feeling. Motherfucker.
Alright, what's next?
Immediately play Trails from Zero. Yeah, Trails is gonna be a recurring series for the channel. We're gonna just go for like one game into the next until the second chapter remake comes out, then we'll transition over to that one. What are you still doing here? You're a priest for Idios' sake. Good miss, let's go.
Let's end this.
Oh god, here we go. Goblin, we missed! I hope Gilbert returns in future games. Oh, I bet he will. Oh, I got an inkling. You want to know why? Because he's the annoying side character. I know my anime tropes. That dude's making a comeback. He'll either become a Giga villain or he'll have a slight redemption arc. Found Haze. Damn, got the whole Xenoblade 2 character. You've really opened me up to new possibilities. Pause. Robin from the Queen, Robin from the Queen, Robin from the Queen. I've heard good things about the crossbow lock, yeah. Apparently we're all eating crayons today. Nice. What the? Brother, who? Who eats this? What? Thank you for coming this far. It's like when Mr. Burns was like on like every drug possible. I entrust this to you. Please. My body? What are we talking about here? Who or what was that? A ghost? Oh my god, it was Rias' sister, wasn't it? Oh. Oh yeah, the one that like groomed him, right. Perhaps not. There was something familiar about it. At the very least, it was no ordinary ghost. Mine. Obtain treasury key. Xenogears looking character. I'm only 15 hours into Xenogears. Don't worry, you made a good reference. As someone who has played Xenogears, I allow it. What did I pick up, by the way? I was not paying attention. I was reading chat like an idiot. We got some kind of key, I think. Key item. Oh, that was cold-blooded. Treasure key, thank you. Or treasury, something like that. Oh, oh. Imagine paying attention in a game. Huh. Couldn't be me. I meant to get everyone there. Bruh. Clap him up, clap him up, clap him up right now. Come on, it's lovely weather to kill them together with you. And you. And me. And you. Now the real question. Do I remember where the treasury is? I think we all know what's gonna happen from here. Boom. Bruh. Bruh. Ah! Bruh.
All right, what's next?
Fuck. Mortal punishment. God blame me. Ah. Stabby, stabby. Was there really anything I needed to get here? Okay, let's go find the treasury. Maybe it's in here. There's a key here, though.
Let's end this.
God, that move is so good on Kevin's part. Nerd. Oh! Oh, I don't have a revive.
That was the sword of Bender.
Enjoying the trails lore? Very much so. Glam Choker Plus. Before it fell into such a state, its owner was known far and wide, even before the Opal Revolution. He was a carpenter of unparalleled skill. He was frequently commissioned to bring life to all manner of things. Fuck, I need to get Kevin back. I really like the world. I'm kind of a sucker for, like, there was an ancient civilization that was very advanced and we're dealing with the ramifications of that. I'm kind of a sucker for that storyline. And yeah, there's a lot of parallels, just parallels, but there's a lot of parallels to, like, Xeno and all that, and also arguably Halo a little bit, that I quite like. I need to revive. I'll drop most of my money on that. Can I find the treasury? Is it down here? The doors were unlocked. Chrono Trigger with Kingdom of Zeal. Good point, yeah. Is there some form of elevator? Yes, it connects the castle and a ruin 500 arch below it, but this doesn't make any sense. You're telling me what's going on here? What exactly do you find strange? Well, when I first came to Liberal, Julia led me through this room and into the area below, but this isn't how the room was. It was way tidier. Indeed, to my knowledge, the room was put in order and then locked, and I was under the impression it was to remain that way. It's almost as if it returned to the same way it was back during the coup d'etat. That's the last time I remember it being in this state of play. Are you trying to suggest we may have gone back in time? I find it impossible to believe that may have been the case, but how else could I explain this? Of course I could be mistaken, and yet, if we're going to follow what that ghost seems to want us to do, then we'll keep it up and hope for more answers along the way. Time to climb on board and see what's waiting for us. Right. Click a quick little save. Down we go. I don't mind the reuse of assets personally, especially for like a smaller budget series like this. It allows them to like pump out games quicker, but also build like a familiarity with certain zones and locations. So it feels like a world that's like used over time. I kind of like that personally. Oh my. It still kind of feels like we're in the early days of them like building up a world and still putting the pieces on the board for them to really play with them in the future. Because like I like the concept of Zemuria, but right now they do kind of just feel like insert ancient civilization here. But I imagine that will change if they get like more stuff to them later on. I'd heard about this area from Olivia, but that hardly compares to seeing it in person. I doubt we'll be able to make our way through here without a significant amount of preparation. Might I suggest we return to base for now? We should go a little farther inside and see what state the ruin itself is in at first. Kinda hard to know what to prepare for if we don't know what fiends we're gonna go up against. True enough. Let's advance a little farther before returning to the garden then. Comfy and familiar. Yeah, I like the reuse of assets personally as well. I like when like Warcraft does it, and I like when Halo does it sometimes. I don't mind the reuse of assets. I'm not gonna like kick up a stink over that kind of stuff. I'd rather reuse a bunch of assets to make the world and like the games feel connected to each other, rather than just like change shit for the sake of changing it. This can't be right. Impossible. Is something wrong? Something's wrong, all right. Unless my memory is mistaken, the inner layout of this place is completely different. It is, without a doubt. This area should be a corridor that leads to the first three-way junction. Of course. How is this even possible? I don't think you're mistaken. It's almost like it's a whole new game. Now it all makes sense. Huh? Have you worked something out? Maybe, but let's head down in the elevator first. Damn. Shout out to the elevator. It's about to be in for a good time. I'm almost sure the answer is going to be waiting for us somewhere ahead. Oh god, no, not P3. Alright. Let's be sure we're ready for anything. I mean, that's like one of the things I liked about World of Warcraft and like Warcraft 3. From like way back in the day. In like World of Warcraft, they basically just took a bunch of like Warcraft 3 assets and used them as the actual buildings you would interact with. So it felt like an extension of the RTS games. This just isn't possible. How are we on the lowest floor of the ruin already? They don't want us to do the entire dungeon again. Thank you, devs. Could the space we're in be distorted? That alone wouldn't explain how the entire layout of this place has changed. Let's just keep up the pace. I've got a feeling there's going to be something or someone waiting for us not far ahead. All right. I just hope we're ready for it. Are you ready for this? Y'all ready for this? Oh, they put one of these here. Thank you, God. These are my two mains, so let's make sure they're up to snuff. You mean thank you, Xeno? Mood? Alright, what's in here? Show me the money, show me the money! Kevin, a girl. Yeah, that smell again. Don't make an up reference again. The same one you smelled before that coffin-like devil appeared. Bring it on. Hell yeah, Vanda. So you noticed the smell, did you? The dogs of the Church of Good Noses, if nothing else. Who's there? Bad guy McBaddington. I like the shoulders, though. He looks like he's wearing the old doll-like chest piece you get from the Grand Company. Who are you? I was wondering when you'd finally show your face. You're the lord that knight spoke of, aren't you? Wait, we might have aura? We could go for a better color combination. But I think it's safe to say that's a fit. I suppose I am. One thing, though, we are going to need to trim these like nails. Way too long, way too egregious. We don't need them to be that long. Just give them a trim and then we'll be fine. I do, after all, rule this land of Phantasma. Such a name is only fitting. You may call me the Lord of Phantasma if you so wish. I won't. Calling you Jim. Jim Bob, actually. Jimbo, maybe, on a good day. The Lord of Phantasma, Jim Bob. Indeed, found his voice. That's not a name ever mentioned in your beloved testaments, is it, Rhys Sergeant? So you know who I am, too. Watch it be like Rhys's sister or something. Someone's brushed up on their homework. There's enough time spent on trivial greetings. Listen to me, Lord of Phantasma, or whatever chuny name your name is. If all we've seen here is your doing, then return Grants the way it used to be at once. Should you refuse to comply, I shall cut you down here myself. Stop and prepare to get fucked by the long dong of the law. My. Your request is so meaningless, I scarcely know how to respond. There's no harm in devotion, but done in excess, it can only serve to cloud strife your eyes to the truth. Well, do you understand now, Julia Schwarzenegger? The masked person is asking if thou doth desire the power. Fucking true! It's a Xenogears reference. Fucking know it. What? I see my suspicions were right after all. The Grancel we've been fighting our way through isn't even the real thing, is it? It's just an imitation of it. A replica of the city created here in Phantasma, like a miniature train set. I am no one. That can't be. Could that really be true? Oh my god, we're in a Lego game. That would explain everything, I guess. Yet, the thought leaves a bitter taste in my mouth. Pause. Pause. Have we done nothing more, Kevin, shut up, than act out some repulsive play defiance for your own self-satisfaction? I have to give him the graph voice now. That you have. Though I would prefer you thought of it as a valuable, unique experience. It's not often that one has the chance to play both the actors and their audience, is it, Mueller Vandam? It's not an experience I ever wanted. I like how we're having Vanda just be cool this game. So all this time, Her Majesty and Princess Claudia were safe. Oh, Idios. Thank you for your unwavering mercy. You're welcome. Oh? Your relief strikes me as coming more than a little prematurely. And Kevin wouldn't know anything about coming prematurely. Hey! Kevin, you know he's right. Why are you saying that? Whoever said that those you care about are safe, it wasn't me. Pardon? Oh? No! Does that contain... Ha ha. Finger this as the final reward placed for you to earn on the second plane. Of course, rewards aren't given for free, bitch. If you wish to earn it, you will have to overcome a trial of the dragon first. Doth thou desire the power? Oh no, it's Purple Rain! Kevin, not now. We're summoning an alien. A xenomorph, if you will. What is that repulsive entity? Why is he just having a couple of gavels? This is what a genuine devil. I cannot... Okay, he looks threatening until you see the little, like, hammers he has. Like, the dude just holding two maracas. He kind of looks like a no pawn if you squint. Like, with the giant, like, ear things he used his hands. This is another of the 77 devils mentioned in the testaments. One of the two gatekeepers of Guyana, and leader of a vast army of minions, not the ones from Despicable Me. Rostrum the Savage. 21. Are you insane? How do you think you can handle something that powerful to bring it to life? I need not worry, for I have you to defeat it for me. Enjoy, peasants. Oh, I got an itch in my head. Something fierce. Wish I had CP. Bro, you're on 4 HP. Actually, suck me. How many of them are there? Curatorial Howl? Alright, bro. Wish you had your what now? We need more craft points. You all know what I mean. But 32K! Hit him with a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Stop spawning them. We'll get attack orders, get some strength and some speed in here. Oh, fuck. Now, if only I could see. I think that's her. Of course, Vanda wouldn't be counted on us. Heavenly Strike, let's go. I'm Origin EP now, oof. Kevin! I need to get Kevin up. Need to heal Kevin too. We're a fluffy crepe. Coffee works on me now. Jesus, man! Haven't lived for more than 2 seconds, you fucking bum. Brother, what was that? Alright, we have to just, like, spread out or something. Christ. That AoE is vicious. Oh, now you one-hit these guys. Fucking asshole. Here we go. I love AoE spam poggers. Ah, impede. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. Alright. Heal a little bit and get rid of that effect on her. I just start pumping damage into her. Strength and speed buffs, let's go. Cross gear rage, huh? I'd like to get enough so we can use our Holy Blessing. Not really, it's only a single target. Don't have the CP. I do with offensive, thankfully. Okay, I can impede it. And Vanda. We can do a little something something with Vanda. Go with that. Nice. Good damage on that. Wow, he's almost dead. Okay, let's get everyone's CP up with this. Then we use Lanzenreiter, impede him again. Him with this. Triple chain. Huge damage. Gotta deal with this shit now. But he's almost dead. Heal. Bro. He missed Vanda, though. We could do another triple chain. I think it's more damage than if we attacked individually.
Let's go.
We got him! Let's go! Don't heal the full. We beat him! Let's go! Jesus, that attempt went way better than the first one. We just spammed the AoE move 15 times. Turns out killing the boss is helpful. That thing was crazy. I can't believe we were able to defeat it. But now... Ha ha! That was a truly delightful spectacle. Well, take your reward. You've earned it. Oh, boomed him! I imagine that's Chloe. Thank goodness. Captain. Surprised you make good on your promises. Now you're ready to cut down to the chase. What do you want from us? What the hell is the point of all of this? Ha ha. Poor Kevin Graham. Poor pitiful Kevin. Please try not to let me down any more than you already have. I am a phantasm. Shadow. Much as a shadow, the hedgehog only exists when there is something to cast it. I do only exist because of something within your number. Imagine if he revealed himself and he's just Kevin. Do you grasp my meaning? Why? Kevin? How could I? You're just spouting nonsense! If you think being all cryptic is going to confuse us and lead us astray, you're very much mistaken, buddy. True enough. Spouting cryptic nonsense is simply what I do. That is what you believe, is it? Or that it must be true? Who you? Haha! Perhaps I ought to go by a different name after all. How do you think Lord of Nonsense sounds? More fitting, perhaps. I said screw you! Oh shit! Mag dumped him. Kevin! What's wrong with you? Nothing. Don't worry. That's literally just a shadow. It is? Oh god, the Sonic fan. Oh. So the body double or an empty shell is more appropriate in this case. There was a switch while we were fighting that devil. It's Gilbert in the mask. I commend you for noticing. Still, your role on this plane is not over. Add the wings of white to your number and journey on deeper into the abyss you stand inside. I shall be awaiting our next encounter. Ha ha. We should do that more often. It kind of worked, yeah. Move the cutscene along, you know? Please. They take the overblown theatrics way too seriously. Our Resident Evil doers going to have to work on their act if they want to sound like anything more than a walking cliche. You clearly flipped out there. Anyway, we're done here. We got ourselves another ceiling stone to open up. Let's mosey on back to the base. You mean a Final Fantasy 7 reference? I mean, I think we all know who's inside at this point. Indeed. Thank you, I appreciate it. Watch it not be Chloe. The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, the third. Chapter 2. The Otherworldly Capital. End. Chapter 2 in, let's go! Over 14 hours! Though, to be fair, I've held like fast forward a bit. I'm so sorry, Kevin. I failed as your mother. Oh god, Kevin Lore. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. At least this way. At least this way. The two of us can. Oh, that was his mother in that flashback. Ah! That dream again. How long is it going to take before it goes away? It had to happen on Rufina's big day, too. I was hoping I'd be able to stop worrying her when I got older. But at this rate, I'm sure she's plenty used to you worrying her already. Oh, hi, Reese. Oh, it's you, Reese. Don't scare me like that. How long have you been in here? For a while. I like to watch you sleep with a knife over your throat. We're supposed to be cleaning the chapel today, but you weren't getting up, so I came to check on you. You seem to be having a nightmare, though, so I thought I'd wake you. Oh, okay. Sorry, Reese. I was being a pain for you again, wasn't I? No more than usual. You've been a loser since the day I met you. I don't expect that to change anytime soon. She might be Ram from ReZero. Ouch, kick a guy while he's down, why don't you? Well, whatever. We don't want to be late for breakfast on Rufina's big day. So let's go and get this done. Alright. She's either becoming a Growls Raider or she's getting married. It's like one of the two. Simp? What do you mean I'm a simp? Hold on. Allegations of a bullshit to the element are afoot. Rufina. Oh. Good morning, you two. She kind of looks like Estelle's mother in a way. Wasn't expecting to see you here this early. Are you in cleaning duty today? Yes, but what are you doing up so early? You got a long journey ahead of you. You need plenty of sleep or you're gonna be exhausted before you even get there. I mean, isn't Ontario ages away from here? Ah, she got called up to the big leagues. Well, yes. But I won't be able to offer my prayers to Idios here again for quite some time. Cosmos simp. Who is it? Who is it? Who has it? Who has it? So I decided to get up early and pray for all the days I'm going to be missing, too. Seriously, that's why? That's very like you. Are you really going to be that busy, though? I thought you might be able to come home from time to time at least. No, I'm banning you. I wish I could say otherwise, but I probably will. I've only just become a squire, so there'll be plenty of work in store for me. I'll be lucky to find time to sleep, never mind come home. I might be able to squeeze some time into my schedule once I've gotten the hang of it, the workload, but until then. Okay. And that's why you gotta sleep now while you still can. Come on, you've done enough praying for one day, so go back to bed until breakfast or something. Sniffle, you're so cold to me. What now? How? I thought you wanted to make the most of the time you got left with me, but it's like you don't even want me here. Baka. Huh? Did I do a bad job at raising you? I never said I didn't want you here. And you might have done a lot for me, but raising me is a stretch. It's okay, he's just embarrassed. He's actually more than happy to talk to you. He's just terrible at showing it. Hey, get over yourself! Is that so? Now, I should have known. You're such a typical boy, Kevin. They all act indifferent to avoid letting their loved ones know just how much they care. And don't forget, he's at that rebellious age, too. I mean, man's a fucking load on my mind, you know what I mean? It's like, what a bum. How have I managed to survive being twisted around your finger for so long? Trying to toy with the hearts of innocent young boys a family thing or what? Oh, I'd hardly say young. Damn. It's been about 5 years by now, you know? Another kind of parallel between, like, the Joshua situation, I guess. Speaking of which, I think I'm starting to get a craving for some chocolate. Maybe I should pick some up on the way to the station. Quincy Bell, of course, for obvious reasons. Oh yeah, the one you molested me with. Oh, there's new mint chocolate. Their new mint chocolate's my current favorite. Oh, dude, mint chocolate's so good, though. The fresh aftertaste mixes in with the chocolate's flavor really well. I'll admit that does sound tempting, but I think I'm more in the mood for the classic milk this time. Pause. Yeah, I think Kevin is too, actually. That flavor will always be a fun little trip down memory lane for me. Because of how we met? No, because of this other memory completely unrelated to you, but why would you be so focused on milk chocolate, you know? In fact, the chocolate I shoved down your throat with my tongue was actually dark chocolate, if you would remember. But you don't even remember the taste, do you? Of the chocolate, I mean. Kevin, you're disgusting. Kevin, you're disgusting. But why? I think we all get that warm and fuzzy feeling when we look back on it. After all, the day you came to live with us, Kevin, was the start of many, many new and wonderful memories. I treasure every single one I've made during these 5 years. They're all priceless to me. Then why did you decide to become a squire and leave us? Through the heart. Just doesn't seem like the right job for you. Even if you wanted to be in the church, couldn't you have become a sister at the chapel in town or something? I'm sorry, Kevin. Apparently, I've got just the aptitude for it, or so I've been told. Feel like the best thing I can do is make use of that and try to help people in the best way I can. Of course, there's always the chance I won't be cut out for it at all, and I'll have to come home anyway. Like a bum. Heh. There's no way a girl as naive as you is going to be any good with the kind of crazy tough stuff you'd have to do. You better come straight home once you've had enough. Huh. Really? Well, if it does come to that, I'll be expecting a nice warm welcome from the two of you. In a pine box. And with that, I believe this conversation has done a lovely job with helping you procrastinate cleaning for long enough. Should I lend a hand? If we're gonna do a job, we might as well do it perfectly and have the whole chapel sparkling. And she's never gonna come home alive again, I bet. Chapter 3. Golden Road. Silver Road. The Legend of Heroes. Jmulls in the Sky the Third. Alright, let's get Chloe in here. Kevin, you're disgusting. Alright, roll the gotcha. Single pull! We got a 5-star! 2 lights? Oh my god, wait. We got a double! Oh my god! I wonder if the other one could be. We got a double! That was not a whole chapter. They just waited that long to show the new chapter title. Oh, we got the bird along. Okay, I get it. Scree! What just happened? I can smell a bench nearby. Julia, did you not leave for a training exercise on board the SL? I'm so relieved to see you safe, Your Highness. I see Sieg is with you too. Scree? He is, but I'm not quite sure what's going on. Why? Long time no see, Chloe. Hi, Chloe. Huh. I'm here too. I wasn't sure expecting to run into you here. What are you all doing here? Oh. It's good to see you again, Chloe. I'm back here. And Sieg too, of course. You two look well. Thank you, my old crush. I'm not sure what to say. Feel like I should be waking up any moment now, but I'm not sure I even want to. Damn, she's not over him. I see. We found ourselves in quite the predicament, haven't we? I'm relieved to hear that the empty Grand Slough you found wasn't the real city, at least, but still. Unfortunately, it doesn't really necessarily rule out the real culprit being in danger. We're dealing with something that has such great power, it can create a flawless replica of a vast city. I could do that, too. Give me enough time and like cardboard. There's no telling how far its influence could extend. They might even have a YouTube account. Rias, surely there's no need to worry her so. We have nothing to gain from shying away from the truth. If anything, she's helping me better understand the gravity of the situation we're in. I'd like to help with the investigation if I can. I'm not sure I can do much more than stay on the bench, but I won't drag you down, because I'll be on the bench. Scream. But Your Highness. I'm sorry, Julia, but I'm afraid nothing you can say will change my mind. That bench is mine. I may not fully understand the situation we're in, but I do know that it threatens the safety of our capital, perhaps the whole nation. I'd be a disgrace as a water boy if I were to just stand by and do nothing while the people I will one day rule over are threatened. Wow. You're an amazing bench player, Chloe. As you wish, Your Highness. It's over there. Welcome to the bench. Great, I'll do what I can. So is that next destination, and by that I mean yours, the teleportation circle at the end of the sealed area? That should let us travel to the next area, or by the sounds of it, to the next plane. Yeah. That appears to be a technical name for the various areas that make up the land we're in. The concept used in the Septian Church too. Our world is made up of a number of planes or realms situated on top of one another. At the top is the sky where the goddess dwells. Trails in the sky. Oh! Below that is the earth where we live, and at the bottom lies Guyana, where sinners are judged. Those are the main three, but in between them, there are countless other planes or realms too. So in other words, the farther down we descend, the less the blessings of the goddess will be able to reach us. Hey, can you not say stuff like that with all the creepy monsters roaming around? It's freaky enough around here as it is. You sound like a child who's afraid to walk around the house when the lights are off. Although I suppose it does make sense considering, given that you truly are a child, damn. I am so not a child. Don't say that in front of Joshua. Anyway, speaking of, if that fake Grand Soul was the second plane, the next one's the third, right? I mean, it sounds obvious, but I'm not sure it's all going in one clear direction, or if we might run into a fork at some point. I think straightforward is a safe enough assumption to make for now. While we might not know what the Lord of Phantasma wants with us, we know it's nothing good. So even if it's not like that, that doesn't change how ugly this could get. Who knows what's waiting for us up ahead? Something wrong, Reese? If you think you may have figured something out, the rest of the class would love to hear about it. Nothing really important. You're right. We should start getting ready to leave. Maybe worth a while to investigate some of the doors we've encountered thus far. Girl, I've been doing that. I don't know what's up with those things, but they sure are a ton of them. At the very least, they don't seem to have been placed by any of our foes. I'm all in favor of investigating them too. Where's Olivia Estelle game? Probably not till later, unfortunately. She folded as soon as she saw Joshua. Okay, I want to see the next area. On stream is crazy work. Hello, little John. Welcome to shame. They should be next. I want to see the next area. What the heck could it even be? Well, this should take us to the third plane. Funny how this warp ended up being in the exact spot the device to steal the areola was. The first barrier mentioned in that report. Yeah, the one designed to temporarily freeze it in another dimensional space. That wasn't enough to stop the Gospels being able to influence it, I see. We still don't know what happened to the areola either. Many seem to believe that the Liber Arc collapse means the areola itself is no more, but we can't say no for sure. I imagine the only way to ascertain the truth of what happened will be to capture Weissman and get the answer from him. Although I can't even imagine where he is or what he must be doing now. Goal, we might have killed him. What? But the report said quite clearly. No one in the church is sure what happened to him either. It's still being looked into. Still, I think it's fairly safe to say that Weissman isn't involved in what's happening right here. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. If he were here, I'm sure he'd be openly reveling every second of this. You all know what kind of guy he is. Valid point. He doesn't have anything to gain by wearing a mask like that, I suppose. Why are we keeping that a secret? I haven't seen it, John. We've got way too many unanswered questions at this point. All we can do is keep looking for answers. The less we know, the more we have to be on guard, though. So we best be careful. Right, Reese? I suppose so. The less talked about third plane. Oh? Oh, we're getting sci-fi up in here. Where are we now? Something similar to the Jade Corridor by the looks of it. Kevin, over there. Golden and silver roads. Oh. So it's like a pick-a path. A golden and silver gate. Well, this is foreboding. Again? Totally not Rafina. Huh? The ghost we saw in Gransel. Visitors from afar. Bearers of the Grail emblem. Can you hear me? Yeah, we can. Before you stands the entrances to the twin corridors. Proceed through them both in sync, or never shall you reach the dark depths beyond. So we have to do both paths, okay. I entrust their operation to the monument before you. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. Riding home. But beware, more yapping coming. Once you have stepped through the doors, the trial must be completed. Oh. Well, that's one question answered. That voice we've been hearing all this time was hers. Although now the next question is, who is she anyway? Whoever she is, she gave us some valuable advice on how to proceed. Step forth into the corridors, the power of the Grail with you, and move onward. And I say we take her up on that advice. Moving in sync means we're gonna have to split up though. Or more like Reese and I have to each take a door at the same time, while you guys take along with whoever. How I took it too. If we don't do it the way she said, I doubt we'll be able to advance. They sure are making it easy for us, huh? That being the case, we're gonna have to divide ourselves in half. Oh, fuck. Oh, no, it's Final Fantasy VI now. Fuck! Weissman is just salty about everything that happened. Yeah. Especially salty. Like enough to stop your heart. But it's what we'll have to work with. Ask the rest back in the garden to help us. That way we could form 2 groups of 4. That should hopefully be plenty for any challenges up ahead. But that voice said that Kevin and I need to be the ones who step through the gates. That's all she specified, that you and me need to be go through different ones. No, she didn't. You didn't say anything about what these guys have to do, plus there's no telling what awaits for them on the other side. We could use that help. Alright then, thank you. Be more than happy to assist. What should we do? Should we call everyone here right away? I wouldn't blame them if they wanted some time to prep before heading out, especially since I've got a hunch that once we go in those gates, there's no going back out. Instead of calling them here, let's go back to them, then we'll come here all... Well, sure, whatever. Dungeon in this plane requires you to form 2 parties with Kevin and Reese as their leaders in order to advance. Each of the characters you have at this point will need to be placed in one of these parties. Furthermore, after beginning the dungeon, you won't be able to return to the garden until it is complete. To begin exploring, inspect the monument at the start of the 3rd plane and choose Explore the 3rd plane. Well, shit. Okay, it is getting rather late, so I think it's a good place to call it there for the day. Thank you all for tuning in. My pleasure making the video and the stream. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and helps support future content, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Holy Fire. Thank you, Estet, Jared, John, Ultima, Fabuki, No Originality, Partial, Star, Jared. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Until we meet again.